Three, two, one. Hello, and welcome to another podcast. I believe I'm changing the name to the Brownstone Radio Podcast. It's all good though. Don't worry about it too much. So, for the first band we're going to be talking about today, it's going to be FOXWARREN. Super beautiful band. You'll probably know one of the people in it, hopefully. So, the link to their website will be in the description. We're going to be talking about 3 songs, and those are from his album, or from their album, sorry, FOXWARREN. It's just same name. So first one is To Be, second one is I'll Be Alright, third one is Sunset Canyon. So from the last one, I have gotten a little bit more organized here. So we're going to actually tell you about them a little bit. So the bandmates are Avery Kissick, Andy Schaaf, Daryl Kissick, and Dallas Bryson. As you can see, a couple of them have the same last name there, so they are childhood best friends and siblings, actually. Very cool. And they are from FOXWARREN, Manitoba. So that's 3 FOXWARRENs all just put into this album here. FOXWARREN, Manitoba looks like a little farm military town. I looked up some pictures of it. Super beautiful, but lots of broken property. The album cover is almost like an old styled bordered picture of the band just chilling in a studio, which is cool. Came out on the 30th of November, 2018. The vibe of the album is super relaxed, very good vocals, and some gnarly electric guitar, which you will see very soon if you listen to this. So, actually, I should say there is a Spotify playlist that I've made with all of the songs that I'm going to be talking about, and it's on Spotify. I'll link it. I don't know if it matters how new the account is for it to pop up for you, so I'm just going to link it in the description. Feel free to go there. So, the first song we're going to be talking about is To Be. It's a very good structured song. Makes me think of like Small Town Sadness, which I understand completely. Some lyrics are takes his time, never looks you in the eyes. He's got a head full of ideas. To be alone. Pretty simple there. There isn't many, or like there isn't. There isn't many lyrics in the song that stick out to me, so that's really all I have to say about that. I'll Be Alright. It's a slow, chill kind of song, super calming to the ear. Some lyrics are, I don't know just what to do to be in love with anybody but you. Break it fast, don't turn, leave me on my side, I'll be alright. I think it's a breakup song. How she goes. So the next song is Sunset Canyon. It's got a jazzy feel to it. Very good lead guitar. Later in the song, the drop that happens is just mad crispy. I would definitely listen to that song, put it in your playlist or whatever, or just at least give this whole album a once over. Like every single song on this album is super good, but Sunset Canyon is just the one that sticks out for me. It's super cool. And some lyrics from that are to lay back in an old motel and dream that you are whole again. I'll be alright when Sunset Canyon breathes the morning light. It's super good, super good. The album message, I feel, is like it almost feels like he feels so sad that he has to leave his hometown, or that he just is away from his hometown, and he wants to go back, but he knows that he shouldn't. There's a lot of like past loves there and all that kind of junk. Um, but yeah, that's really it. But Andy Schaaf also is he has his other thing going on too. It's just Andy Schaaf. I would definitely go listen to some albums by him. I'll probably be reviewing those in the future. Is the album different from any others that they have made? They've only made one, so there's not really anything to reference there. But Andy Schaaf, check him out. All right, and so for the second uh, band I'm going to be talking about is Youth Lagoon. Um, the lead person in here is Trevor Powers. Super beautiful man. I think he quit making music, but this is still something you should put into your library. It's nothing to overlook. This is a very good album. It's called The Year of Hibernation, and it is the best thing ever created. So the first for the three songs we're going to be talking about, it is 17, July, and Daydream. But I had such a hard time picking a song, or like picking three songs from this album, because I just looked at all of them and just thought like, man, every single one is a banger. It's crazy. So definitely download this whole album. Like, don't skip it. It's a really good one. The album cover, it almost looks like an old T-shirt with a mountain um, and a rainbow on it, with just like the YL in the middle. Kind of cool. It'd be cool to have on an actual T-shirt, but you'd have to make it look old to get it to where it needs to be. So it came out on September 27th, 2011. The vibe is super trippy. You feel as though he's almost singing in space, but the whole song was recorded in his bedroom, actually. Or sorry, the whole album was recorded in his bedroom, which is really cool. His hometown is, I'm probably going to say this wrong, but Boise, Idaho. Um, Kind of a chill place. Not really much to say about it. Um, why is this album important to me? Well, sit down, because this is going to be a long statement here. No, I'm joking. This album has been in my life since I was 14 years old. It means the absolute world to me. I could sit down and listen to this album every single day, and not get it wouldn't get old. It's good when you're drunk. It's good when you're sad. It's good when you're happy. It's like every single time that you listen to this album, depending on how you feel, it kind of gives you a different feeling. Like, I've listened to Daydream while I was like in a very bad place, and it almost made me feel like I was tripping balls. And I've listened to it in a good place, and it just makes you feel like everything is beautiful, and like the whole world is just like is there for you, kind of thing, you know. So there definitely is a couple songs on here that are just like automatically kind of melancholy, not necessarily sad, just melancholy, like kind of I would say if you have anxiety, this is a very good album for you. It makes me feel super calm when I listen to it, so very good. The first song we're going to talk about is 17. Here's some lyrics for it. Surrounded by nothing, but the nothing surrounded by us. But it's just me in my room with my eyes shut. Um, don't stop imagining. The day that you do is the day that you die. Who is there to talk to that won't lock me up? Super beautiful song. That one has a really cool guitar riff at the end of it. So if you are listening to the first part of it, just know that by the end it gets really jazzy, really funky. It sounds super sad at the beginning. Not super sad, but just like a little on the sad side. But then when it gets into the jazzy part, it's really good. It's a super good listen. The next song is July. So this song is actually like a really good song for like July. It has the same kind of feel. It starts off really slow, and then it gets like really um, trippy and really intense. The music video is really good too. I would definitely go check out the music video for that. And some lyrics are: holding my guitar, I strummed a tune. I sing I love you, but I have to cut you loose. That one got me through a lot of breakups because guitar player, by the way. Uh, Lots of breakups, by the way. um, 5 years ago in my backyard, I sang Love Away. Little did I know that real love had not quite yet found me. Oh, yeah, right in the heartstrings there. Um, yeah, nothing really else to say about that. Super good listen though. I would definitely go hit that one up. The next one is Afternoon. So this one is one of the ones that you can kind of listen to it at any point in your life, and it feels really good to listen to. I'm the kind of person that listens to sad songs when I'm sad to make me more sad, just to kind of feel it. I like feeling things. It like I like intense emotion. I don't know why. So like when I'm happy, I like to feel really happy, and when I'm sad, I like to almost feel really sad, and then everything in between is just kind of is a good time. So this one is really good for that. I like to think daydream is like walking through a forest and looking around, but just being completely blank in the mind, which is a beautiful thing. I'm thinking of you near every moment I'm awake. I tied my hands with rope, now watch you escape. When I speak, I don't make sense, but believe me when I see. Super good message there. Like that a lot. Is this different from his other albums? Yes, completely. He has another album called Wondrous Bug House, which I will be reviewing definitely in the future. It's super good. It's his older album actually. It's the first one I ever heard, and it's that one's really trippy. So I'm gonna have to wait. Um, I want to give you guys some music that you can actually relate to. That one is just far out. I would have to make almost like a whole video on it. Um, so yeah, that's Youth Lagoon, Trevor Powers. Um, Once again, all these songs will be in the playlist on Spotify that I'm making for the podcast. And the next one, the big banger here. This is a good one. This is good. So this is Daniel Johnston. Okay, if you know that name, then you're automatically either smiling or I wouldn't say cringing, but probably simply because he is just a out of this world kind of guy. I'm on the fence where I just love the guy completely. He's amazing, and every single thing that he makes is just my favorite thing in the world. So his website will be linked in the description, and you should you should definitely go check that out. It's hihowareyu.com. Super cool. The album art it's a very odd depiction of a bald, ripped baby man, a witch, and a gnarled tree. If with that description, if you don't go check this out, I hate you completely. I don't like you anymore. So it released on the 13th of September 1994, before I was born, but still love it. The vibe of it is super different in each song. He changes his style a lot, very childlike approach to music, but it's super engaging and poetic and fun. Uh, so the album's called Fun. Now you put these two together. It's super fun. Oh, there's a jumping spider in my room. I'm just gonna carry on. Uh, oh God. Okay. Super scary. So, he has no, uh, he has no bandmates. But it was produced by Paul Larry, who is a member of the Butthole Surfers. This is just gonna keep getting weirder and weirder. His hometown is Sacramento, Canada. Okay, that spider is really sketching me out. It's okay. It's okay. Uh, Sacramento, Canada is a super colorful city. A huge bridge that kind of represents or resembles the Brooklyn Bridge or that one bridge in Halifax. I don't know what it's called. Um, this album is important to me because it gives me a lot of inspiration in more than just music to look at life in a less serious way. Um, Life shouldn't be serious in every single case. Obviously, it needs to be serious sometimes for sure. But a lot of the songs are just him like smacking around a keyboard and talking to his recorder. So you might want to skip over those. I didn't. I loved them. They're amazing. But the three I picked are like kind of a serious song. So don't worry about that. If you actually want to listen to like music or like your form of music, I would say these are fine for you. Um, yeah, like he kind of speaks to me because everyone's really, or at least I am. I'm gonna say me here. I'm afraid to make music that is super different, like out of key or out of tune and all that kind of junk, because like obviously that's not the norm. Like society tells me that music needs to sound beautiful and it needs to be um, completely perfect, you know, and we can't be perfect. There's no way. There's just no way to be perfect. And he just throws all that fucking shit out the window and just starts smacking around a kid's keyboard and talking into a recorder from fucking 1990. Super cool. Um, yeah, yes, super cool. So the song choices are number one, um, "Life in Vain." So I wrote this one out differently. I'm gonna just go with it though. So number one is "Life in Vain." The song vibe is it's a very good guitar tone and a sweet message to it. Actually, I would definitely listen to this one at least out of all of them. The meaningful lyrics are "It's so tough to be alive when I feel like the living dead. I've got to really try so hard to get by, and where am I going to?" That's just beautiful. The way he sings it too, just kind of like I just got a little bit of a chill there because he just the way he sings that like flip on your TV and try to make sense out of that. This was put out in 1994 and it's 2020 right now, June 2020. Um, if you watch this in like 2 or 3 years, just look back and just think June 2020. What was going on during June 2020? Flip on your TV and try to make sense out of that. Just think what was going on. Black Lives Matter. All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. I'm just gonna say that. Uh, and then yeah, the very last lyric of that song is just goodbye. He's so sweet. I've lost the spider. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Um, so the next song is Happy Time, and it's a okay. So you're gonna start this song, right? You're gonna start Happy Time, and you're gonna be like, oh God, what is this? What did what did Drayton tell me to listen to? Okay, starts off very childlike, almost like a kid's what do they call the nursery rhyme. All right, it gets stuck in your head, but then this motherfucker, okay, in between that, he spits the realest shit at you, just the most the most fucked up shit. So he goes, um, I was a time traveler. Listening to the heavenly laughter. Lori was always with me ever after forever. Um, I was a cosmic child walking the second mile. I had to defeat the aliens. Bloody battle, fight to the finish. um, oh, it's such a good song. Such a good song. Uh, so yeah, those are like some really good songs off of that album. But also, I would say go check out. He has this video on YouTube. I don't know who posted it, but I think it was just in the topic, like Daniel Johnston. Some things last a long time. I'm just gonna leave that there. just go watch that. I can't really say anything about it. It's a very beautiful song. There isn't really much for me to say about it. It's just like perfect. It is a perfect song. And yeah, that is all I have to say about that. Link to his website will be in the description. And yeah, so just to recap, we talked about today um, FOXWARREN, the FOXWARREN album from FOXWARREN, who also has Andy Schaaf in it. We talked about Youth Lagoon, Trevor Powers, The Year of Hibernation. Definitely a beautiful album. Go check that out. Um, and once again, every song that I talked about in this will be in the podcast playlist. That's also linked in the description. Feel free to go check that out. And very last, Daniel Johnston, who is also just a very beautiful human being and just deserves to be heard completely. So my website will be linked in the description. The elstoncompany.com. It's not really up yet, like overly. You can go there and there's like a little thing you can click to get you sent back to episode 1 of the podcast. Very soon we will have prints on there for sale, and my music will be all over that place for sure. Also, you can go listen to me on Apple Music and Spotify under Elston Drayton. I'll let you guys talk about my music in a podcast later. I'm not going to talk about myself right now overly. Do got to get the plugins here though. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. So the thing I'm going to do here at the end of this video is, if you're still watching, I'm going to be reviewing Break Mirrors by Blake Mills. Okay, just repeat that. I want you guys to go to that album right now, listen to it, give it a whole once over, pick 3 songs out of it, and put it in the description as a guess to what 3 songs I'm going to pick next out of that one album. And whoever gets it right, I will shout out in the next podcast. There we go. Follow me on Instagram, Elston Drayton, ELSTONDRAYTON. Elston Company also has a Instagram, but it's not really doing anything at this point. Once we get some art up, I'll let you know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling with me during this. Yeah, go check out the playlist and listen along while you watch this. Have a beautiful day. All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. Peace out.